Concrete Cowboy was directed by Ricky Staub, based on the novel Ghetto Cowboy by Greg Neary. The story follows Cole, a rebellious teen sent to live with his estranged father in Philadelphia for the summer, who finds community with a group of black cowboys. What makes this film interesting is how it completely subverts the common expectations of what an urban coming-of-age film should be. There are elements of street life, drugs, and violence, but that takes a complete backseat to the true heart of this film, and that's the cowboy community that lives on Fletcher Street. The film isn't a pure product of fiction. There's a century-long history of black cowboys in this community. The Fletcher Street stables are seen as a safe haven for many in the community, especially for kids who are looking to find ways to avoid the pitfalls of gangs or other street life temptations. The people here would raise horses, take care of them, train them, and ride them around. It's a very tight-knit community that truly cares for each other, and from the film, you can really tell that it's deeper than horses for these people. Horses bring them together, sure, but the love they have for each other binds them even stronger. In fact, many of the actors in the film are actual Fletcher Street cowboys. One of the most powerful scenes in the film comes from Paris, played by real-life cowboy Jamel Pradis. He details the backstory of why he's in a wheelchair in the film and how that brought him to the cowboy community. It's heartfelt and almost too real on screen, so it wasn't a surprise to see this was a real person behind the character. And stories like this elevate the film to a greater level, along with the history of black cowboys in America. Now, most people think of cowboys as John Wayne or Clint Eastwood, but most real-life cowboys were black people. It's beautiful to see that piece of black heritage is still preserved in places around the country. This film also tells a different kind of gentrification story. Lots of films have covered this subject in some shape or form, but this film attaches land preservation directly to the history of a community, making this deeper than just a displacement issue. The struggle to preserve the Fletcher Street stables represents a way of life being at risk as well, which makes for a more compelling look at gentrification issues plaguing black communities in urban areas. The cast of the film was phenomenal as well. Idris Elba and Caleb McLaughlin played a father and son, respectively, along with Jarrell Jerome as Smush, Cole's friend, engulfed in street life in the film. Each actor does a wonderful job in their roles, but it's mostly what you would expect from these three. I think much like Nomadland earlier this year, the character performances that will hit the audiences the most are the real people in the film. The film sadly does fall flat a bit at the end. It wraps up its conclusions suddenly to the point where it feels like the writers just couldn't figure out where else to take these characters at that point in time. But it's almost understandable considering how the ending mirrors the state of the real-life Fletcher Street stables. Concrete Cowboy is a solid offering from Netflix that is worth your time. Now, Netflix is often hit or miss with their original content, but every now and then a film as good as this one, with a great heartfelt message, comes around that justifies Netflix's position as a beacon for independent film distribution. But what did you guys think of the film? Comment below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you on the next one.